What's up, everyone? First video in the M3. Like I say all the time, it's a special day, but I think today is especially different just because I'm so excited for what we have unfolded. Now, if you guys don't know already, we have gotten an F80 M3. It's a 2015, and we got it from IAAI, especially for a particular build that we're working on. And hopefully we have some big plans coming up for the fall/winter, which is gonna be things like SEMA and whatnot, and of course having a very fun summer. Without talking too much, let's kind of get into it. I got some updates for you guys. I wanna see where we're at, and of course we have some really big news that is going to be in this video, and of course some awesome, huge milestones for this car. All right, so we're already at it. We got the fender taken off. As you can see with the damage here, just scrapes all the way down. It's got a little bit of wave, so we're gonna have to repair it, push this back up. And I might even roll these fenders while I'm at it just to widen it out a little bit, but it's got a little crack right here. So get all that done. I'll probably replace this while I'm at it. Gotta respray this, but that's taken off, and then we gotta take off the bumper. Damage there, damage here, which also comes down to here. So we'll take that off, and then I'll take this out. Got a little split here, and it's got scratches all the way down to here, and a little bit there as well. So take this off, repair, respray, 3, do suspension, and we're done. And then these marks will all come out. Not a big deal. Stuff like that. And of course, we'll have to trash these wheels. And then might have to fix some of these radiator hose leaks. Coolant lines might be dripping a little bit, so. Kind of a little rash in the headlight, but I've got new headlights already, so. All right, so we got the bumpers, the fenders off. You can see all the damage. I'll show you guys here in a bit, but you can see everything came off. Gonna get it repaired, painted, and then took out the axle. You can see, pulled that out, replaced it. Brackets, the strut, you can see here we trying to put everything back in. Got a new H-arm, control arms, so we're just putting everything back in, buttoning it up. And then you can see this bitch here. So this is bent. So you can see we got that front on. So I just borrowed these wheels from a buddy of mine, but we got the tire put on. Everything looks pretty good. Everything's straight. We just gotta get it realigned. Fender side skirts off finally. And then we're bolting this, so we're waiting for one bolt from BMW, so they're sending us that tomorrow. But we'll button everything up, put the rotor back on, and we'll be good to go. All right, so we got all of our parts repaired. You can see it's finally smooth again. There's no crinkles because this was all like smashed in here. Bumper is back. This was all broken down here, but this is all repaired. You can see like Bondo and fiberglass or whatever it is. This is repaired. This is finally straight again. That was crumpled up, but finally just getting a refresh. Everything put back together and smooth again. So today we're going to put these back on the car. The car should be back in like a stock form. Suspension's done, bodywork is done.
There's a couple codes I'm just gonna address, but the car is drivable, ready to go. We gotta get it aligned, but this should be perfect. We should be all set and ready to rock. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on real quick, and then we have a base to work off of before we start modding it and doing a bunch of crazy stuff to it. Pretty stoked. Mineral white. And of course I've also decided to treat myself with the first mod here. Carbon fiber kidney grills. These will look pretty sick on the bumper. So, pretty excited for that. Can't even make this up. This thing fits perfect. It looks perfect. I mean, all the tabs are good. So pretty happy with the results. Time to put everything else back in. All right, everything is on. Car's looking fresh. A couple minor things. I just need to get one of these vents here. Kind of like you see it over here. But otherwise, fully stocked, fully clean. Missing a bracket here, and then I broke one of the hose lines on this side, but that's pretty much about it. Couldn't resist, and I had to do the carbon mirrors. Just a small touch, but only because I didn't have one over here already, so. Alright, so we're going for that first drive and startup. Everything should be, in theory, you know, there, good. I know of two things right now. Battery, and there's like a sensor in the suspension that I might need to replace. I did some reading and it said like the sensor or whatever might be going out, so it might give me this code. And then there was one more thing, but that's it. It's pretty good, so we'll start it up. So that's the sensor thing. I know that. I looked that up, most likely, and that's just because I did replace all the suspension, so the sensor might need to be replaced on top of that. It's just a wire attached to a plug, so cross my fingers that's gonna be good. But otherwise, tires good, oil was good. I mean, we're pretty Gucci. I mean, yeah, there we go. Battery, which is a pretty given. The car's been sitting, so it might go away over time if I charge it, or I'll just replace it, which is one option. And that sensor, which I think is just gonna fix that. Everything else is good. All the lights are on. We've got like our lane departure, our, I don't even remember what these are, it's been so long. The lane departure, you've got like the adaptive cruise control, jeez, I don't even know, man. It's got so much stuff, I don't remember anything. I think it was something along the lines of like, I'm not even gonna try it, but let's see, everything looks like it's doing good. Everything works, which is pretty sick. Gotta leave it at that 69. And then M buttons, paddles, key. So I think we're pretty good, man. Everything looks to be good. Yeah, car feels good. So we'll take the brake off here. Seatbelt, obviously, I don't know. Let's see what some of these things do. How we can change through. So we got a full tank of gas, thankfully, when we got it. Hopefully it's decent. Oh, and we got our, head-up display. So I haven't owned a car with head-up display, but I've had it in, you know, a ton of cars that I've driven, especially when I worked at BMW, but let's see if I can focus in on it. I don't even know if I can. You can kind of see it. It's got, oh, there you go, like your speed limit and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty tight. So we got that. I mean, it's a normal car, I won't lie. So I mean, really nothing special. I think I'm gonna leave it at like the, geez, I don't know, miles per hour. Cool. Outside of that, the car's clean. I only have, outside of the, what you saw here, I only have like a small thing. I wanna, this mirror was a little tilted or bent, so I'm gonna fix that. This cover is missing here, and that's it. This car is pretty Gucci, so I'm gonna start modding it. I'm gonna start doing stuff to it. I've already got the wheel, a ton of this other stuff, so we're pretty good. Already replaced this thing. I've got all this carbon. I've got seats and stuff. You saw that, so the rear looks pretty fire. Cool, let's go on a drive and let's see how she does. Driving straight, actually, so it's not bad. It doesn't feel too rough, right? I mean, it feels pretty good. It's kind of, you know, like, I mean, it feels stock, obviously, but it's not, it doesn't feel abnormal. Yeah. Yeah. Throttle, everything. Car feels fine. The brake is kind of squishy, so I already know I have to replace the brakes, and then it feels pretty good. Change the sport plus. So that one doesn't work because the suspension is sport plus. Everything works. Sketches the brakes right now, but everything's working though, which is pretty cool. Pulls pretty hard for a stock car though. So good, yeah, pretty happy with that. I think it's pretty good. And thank you as always. I hope you guys enjoyed. We have such big success with this car already. We have some very small fine tuning that we're gonna do to kind of ramp it up to get it to where it needs to be officially all done and ready to, like, you know, basically go. But I'm not gonna really hold my breath to that because I wanna go ahead and start modding. So our next video, we're gonna go ahead and start our phase 1 plan of the mods. I'm gonna reveal some things. I'm gonna introduce some new products. I'm gonna go ahead and install, of course, some great things to kind of get the base going.
We'll probably break it up into a few pieces, maybe 5 or 6 or so videos to kind of get it through the entire thing. I'm gonna just tell you guys now because I want you guys to know and you guys to be the first to figure it out. Wheels, wrap, suspension, of course steering wheel, seats, headlights. We've got a bunch of carbon fiber aero, exhaust, tune, which I've already got everything ready. We're working with the tuner. The list will go on. I've got brakes and you name it. So I'm talking about everything, and I don't want to be any bit short on that, and that includes going deeper than that. Roll cage, and you know, these the gauge face, CarPlay, tail lights. You know, I mean, I can go further and further and further. So the bolt-ons will include full bolt-ons, you know, fueling, and I just want to go all in. So if you guys want to go ahead and be a part of that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, comment, follow us on social media at Mashimaro, visit mashimaro.com. We will make sure that you guys on YouTube are first. And when I say first, I want to go ahead and make this series. And you guys probably know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I've been pretty quiet about the F80 updates because I want you guys to be first. So without further ado, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.